Hello students, this is Pramod Sonawane, Assistant Professor in ENTC department. In this session, we are going to discuss about a very important proficiency course, that is PCB designing skills. This is the agenda of presentation, introduction, the importance of course, syllabus, various career opportunities in PCB designing, teaching scheme and marking scheme. So this is one of the example of printed circuit board. It is nothing but the motherboard, which is located in the CPU of computer. The second example of the PCB is nothing but the optical mouse. You can see the image of optical mouse PCB. So the point is, PCB is very important in all electronic gadgets, maybe of domestic use or industrial purpose. PCBs are the core component in almost all electronic gadgets, including cell phones, computer, laptops, etc. As the demand of all these gadgets, equipments is increasing, the number of PCB services is on the rise. So, an effective PCB design can help in reducing the possibilities of error and the chances of short circuit. So, a creative PCB designer has a very great career, very great chances to explore this particular field. From the career prospect, there is a huge demand for this skill-based subject. It pays handsomely. You can choose the jobs from variety of job roles. PCB design is growing rapidly year by year, day by day. It's a very challenging field, and as I told you, it's a skill-based subject. It has an excellent online community since this is one of the older branch or older domain of electronics. The very much rich uh, content is developed in this particular field. So it has, due to this, the subject is very easy to learn. The expected remuneration for the fresher in this particular domain is starting from 3.4 lakh to 5.3 lakh, and then after your experience, the amount increases. Various job roles which are suitable for ENTC graduate engineers is nothing but PCB design engineer, PCB developer, PCB tester, then the supervisory role like electronic product assembly supervisor, PCB manufacturing or testing supervisor. These are the key companies in the field of PCB design and manufacturing. So they will design the PCB layout and the actual PCB, one layer, two layer, multi-layer PCBs, like Elite Technologies, Flextronics, then next gen manufacturing, SMD Electronics are the major players in this particular industry. So we know about PCB. We have seen the PCB also, and as a definition, we can say that it's a rigid structure that contains the electrical circuitry. Yes, and the components are soldered on the at various layers. A board can be composed of one, two, and multiple layer of circuitry. There are three key aspects of PCB designing. It starts from PCB simulation. Once we receive the circuit, we can start with the simulation and then the creation of schematic. And then the third stage is nothing but the PCB layout of the circuit. Once the PCB layout is ready, it can be, you can go with the actual PCB manufacturing, the actual physical circuit board. This is the layout of one of the circuit, and this is implemented or developed in one of the very popular open source software, that is Eagle. Apart from Eagle, there are Proteus, which is again very much popular. Proteus is again a paid software. Altium likewise. Altium is an industry standard software which is used for PCB layout development. And then you can, for circuit simulation, you can think about a simulation multisim, yes, which is again the very basic software for PCB simulation. In Proteus also you can go for simulation. After learning this particular course, the students will be trained in order to design, drafting, and fabrication of PCBs. This is the teaching and marking scheme. The For PCB designing skills, we are having 2 hours practical per week in which it is expected, or during the course, it is expected the student should complete 8 number of assignments. There are certain field visits, and along with that, the expert session will be arranged in order to develop the skills related to this domain. This is the syllabus of PCB designing. Total syllabus is of 30 hours, which is divided into 4 units. The first unit is Introduction to Electronic Circuit Simulation and PCB. Second is related with the PCB designing softwares, and the different aspect of PCB designing layout will be covered in this particular uh, unit. Unit number 2. In unit number 3, electromagnetic interference, the effect of EMI can be, assessed on the PCB. So this unit is designed from the industry requirements. Unit number 4 is understanding the manufacturing process of PCB. Overview of various PCB manufacturing machines, the pre-post processing methods, then the soldering and the advanced technologies in manufacturing will be discussed in this particular unit. So this is the total syllabus. So we are looking forward for your enrollment for this particular proficiency course. I hope you will enjoy the content of this particular session. Thank you. Thank you for listening.